All right, welcome, Sheet Geek, coming at you today with another challenge. In this case, our challenge is going to be to come up with a function or a combination of functions to figure out email addresses for students or for users based on their last name, their first name, and their graduation year. So your challenge is to come up with this function or formula that's going to figure out their email addresses. So the way it works, basically, we've got some users that have last names, first names, and graduation year, and their email address is found by bringing parts of those things together. So the rule that you see up here is that you use 5 letters of their last name, 3 letters of their first name, and the last 2 digits of their graduation year. We combine all those together, and on the end of it, we put at fakemail.com. So that's the challenge. And you can do it with the spreadsheet so that you can fill it down and it'll automatically find anybody's, as long as you have those pieces of information, it'll find anybody's email address using the system. So stay tuned if you want to see a few hints on how to do this. All right, here's some hints. I want to show you a couple functions that come in handy here. So the first is going to be the left function, equals left. And the left function requires a string or a piece of text. That's what a string is, a piece of text. And how many characters you want from the left side of it. So if I were to, in quotes, if I were to put watermelon and then a comma, how many characters? Let's say I just wanted the first 5 characters of watermelon. Close my parentheses. This says give me the leftmost 5 characters out of the word or the string watermelon. If I hit enter, I get water. That's the first 5 characters. So there's your left function. You can do it with cell references as well. So equals left, and I want to use the name Wilson, which happens to be in cell A4, and let's just say I want 3 characters of Wilson. So give me the leftmost 3 characters out of whatever's in cell A4. In this case, it happens to be Wilson, and it shows me a little preview that I'm going to get W-I-L. Now, if I were to autofill, it just gives me the first 3 characters of each person's last name. So that's the left function. You could probably guess that there's a really similar function called the right function. So if I want to look at the rightmost, let's say I do watermelon again, comma, and I put a 5 there. That'll give me the rightmost 5 characters out of watermelon. If I hit enter, you'll see I just get the last 5 characters, which would be melon. So if I take the rightmost, what string do I want to use? Click on cell A3 for Robinson, and if I take 3 characters and hit enter, it gives me the last 3 letters, or the rightmost 3 letters. I want to show you one more function that comes in handy here, and that is the concatenate function. So there are 2 different functions that are similar. One is concat and one is concatenate. Concat combines 2 values together. Concatenate can combine many together. So I'm going to use concatenate, and then you just put what you want to combine together. So if I type hi as a string inside quotes and then a comma, mom inside quotes, and then a couple exclamation points inside quotes, what it's going to do is it's going to combine all 3 of those parts together. And you get hi mom with 3 exclamation points. You didn't get a space. There aren't a space between words because my function doesn't tell it to have a space. If I wanted to have a space, I could either put a space after the I in hi, and that would do it. I could do a space before the O or the M in mom, and that would do it. Or I could just piece in between these 2 quotes with a space between them, and then you'd get a space between them. So that's concatenate. You can also use it with cell references too. Concatenate. And let's say I wanted to piece together Wilson, comma, Robert, comma, and 2027. That is going to take all 3 of those things and combine them. Wilson Robert 2027. So that's the concatenate. Helpful little tip for this as well. So between the left function, the right function, and the concatenate function, you can form these email addresses. So those are your hints to see if you can solve today's challenge. Good luck. Let me know in the comments if you got it or if you have a question, and stay tuned for the next challenge. Thanks for watching.